according to you, what is that power of a mantra, right? There's a part of one of the things you said where you said a couple of times, you said one thing you said was it's up to,
Yeah.
you looked at the sky, it's up to them when it comes. Or, you would say it 100 times or however many times constantly, to the extent where Hanuman and Ram and Sita, if that's the deities you believe in, enter you and come to you. What is the power of a mantra, and how can chanting, what is the goal of chanting?
I think it has a couple of different aspects. My understanding of the origins of mantra in our tradition from India, every mantric practice refers back to the Veda, which is the oldest known sacred text available to us, even though it was orally transmitted for many years before it was actually written down. And in referring back to the Veda, it's important to remember that the Veda is not an instruction. It's pure poetic knowledge in sound form.
Yeah.
So when you start to learn about Veda, Veda is not Vedic chanting. It's actually, Veda is chanting. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The knowledge is in the chanting itself. And my understanding of the Veda is that these tens of thousands of Vedic verses or chants, which later on, followed with Upanishads and Puranic tales, and all that came later. But the original Rig Veda was transmitted to rishis who are seers, who've done incredible tapasya and sadhana to, again, clarify their minds, open their heart, receive the transmission.
Yeah.
And over time, they received it and shared it back in the form of these sounds. And so it's this mystical poetry that has a shape. It's recited in a very specific way, very specific sounds, very specific meters, and it refers back to cosmic forces. And so when I do this, I'm referring to all the forces in the universe. It's not one little being up in the sky. It's everything, the universe that holds us. And I don't know enough to understand how it works.
Yeah.
But from my own life experience and the fact that this tradition has carried on for so many centuries and found different forms for different people. I have happened to choose to go back to learning about Veda because I'm very interested in the roots of chanting. So I'm slowly learning. And it was interesting when I started to study with my teacher, who's a scholar. She didn't try to explain the background, just a little bit about Veda, but we went straight into the chanting. And she taught us the rules, and we started learning simple mantra together. And so I've been going. So really the process of learning about mantra is experiential. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
And Vedas is rigorous. You have to get pronunciation exactly right. You've got to get the svara right. You've got the chandas right. And in that, you have the ability to concentrate. So another part of arriving in the moment now is to concentrate. Yeah. Let the other stuff fall away. And it's very difficult to be thinking about many things when you're trying to get something exactly right.